Welcome back, aliens. My name is Navin Reddy, and let's continue with the series on JavaScript. Now, we are talking about functions, right? So we have seen how do we create a function, how do we call a function, how do a function return a value, and then how can you pass a value, okay? Now it's time to understand how do you work with variables. Oh, we have talked about variables, right? But then when you talk about functions, we have something more to talk about variables. See, we have a user here, which is variable, right? And then we are passing that variable in this function, which is greet, and then we are able to print it. Okay, but what do you think? Is this variable user and this one, are they the same? Of course not, they're different, right? Because this is a variable which is created inside the greet function, and this is a variable which is created outside. So there are two different functions. Yes, they have the same name. That also means that if I change this variable name to u, it perfectly works. It's just that we have to print u. Okay, so let me just try it out now and let's see what it does. And if you run this code, you can see we are still getting the output. Cool. So this is working right now. What I want to understand is, can I access this variable inside this function? Let's try. So let's say this is u now. This is different, right? So I will come back here and I will try to print the value of the user. Now let's see what happens. Will it give you any error or it will print something? The moment you run this code, you can see it is working. You can see we got Naveen, which is working. Now you might be thinking, hey, this function is defined earlier and then we are creating this variable which is created out after this function definition. Is it still working? There's a concept of hoisting, which we'll discuss later. As of now, we'll ignore that. Let's imagine this is a first line. Okay, because something is happening behind the scene, which will be a bit difficult to understand now. Later on, we'll understand that perfectly. As of now, we got this variable on top, and then still it will work the same way we have done earlier. Now, what's the difference between this u and this user? Now, this u is created inside this greet function, so we will call it as a local variable. This user is created outside, we will call as a global variable. Okay, now local variable can be created inside this parenthesis, or it can be created inside this block. Example, I will say a new variable here, which is num equal to 5. So as of now, we know that we can use the outside variable inside the function. So basically we can use the global variable inside a function. But how about using the local variable? Now, why it is local? Because it is local to the function. You can't use it outside. Let's try. So first of all, let's use that inside the function. Let's try to print num. And let's see if that works. And you can see we got the output, right? So we are able to print num. But what if I want to use this num outside? So here, I will try to print num and let's see what happens. In fact, let me print a statement as well. I will say num value is, just to know that we are printing it outside. And now let me just run this. There is an error. It says num is not defined. You know why? Because we have defined it inside the function. That means it is a local variable. This user here is a global variable. So both this one, the variable created inside the parenthesis, they are also a local variable, and this one, which is created inside the block, is also a local variable. And the variable created outside, they are global variables. So why it was working when we mentioned that after the function as well is because of the concept of hoisting, which we'll see later. Okay, cool. What else we can talk here? So let's say we can pass multiple values as we can see in the greet. Can we add two numbers? Let's try that. So what I will do is I will just remove the entire part here and let me just add two values. So I will get a function and then this function will accept two values, right? We want to add two numbers. So I will say num1, comma num2. So we got these two values here. And then in this, I just want to return the addition of num1, num2. So I will say num1 plus num2, semicolon. A very simple function, right? And then I want to call this function. And the way you can do that is by saying add, and you can pass two values. So let me pass 5 and 6. Now this function will add two values, right? So we are doing that here. It will also return the addition. So here we have to accept it, right? So we'll say let result is equal to add 5, 6. And then I just want to print the value of result. So I will say result. Will it work? Let's try. So I will just clear the screen and run, and you can see we got 11. So this is working. Cool. So we can basically pass values and it will accept it. So in the earlier example, we have taken only one variable. This time we are going for two variables. Okay, can we have three variables here? Of course you can. So we can say num3, that perfectly works. And we can pass the third value as well. We can say 5, 6, and 8. And here we just need to, when you add this, you have to also add num3. How can you miss that, right? Let's try, and even that works. So basically, if you can accept multiple parameters, not just one. So these are parameters, these are arguments which you pass. Okay, there's one more thing. What if I am accepting three values, but then I'm passing only two values? Can we do that? Now what will happen? So imagine this. So what will happen if I do this? If I'm passing 2, I'm accepting 3. So if you run this code, you can see we got an error. What is the error? Is it really executing? Let's try. First of all, let me just print the value of num1 and num2 and num3. Let's see what happens. So you can see when you run this code, you can see we got 5. That means it is accepting those values. So it will try to match the method, which is, or the function, which is add. So it is working. You can see we are passing 5 and 6. So it will assign the value to the first 2 variables. The third value will be undefined. And when you add this with undefined, you're getting a nan here. So at least it is calling the function, right? So we know it will try to call the function. But what if I want the output? I don't want nan there, right? I don't want not a number. So in this case, you can assign some default values to the variable. So I can say num3 is maybe 1. Now, when you assign num3 as 1, so if you don't pass the value for the num3, it will take 1 as the value. So you can say just taking 5, 6, and 1. Cool, right? But what if you pass the value? So we are passing 5, 6, 5. In this case, it will take 5 as a value. So default value is applicable only when you're not passing it. So in this video, we have talked about how to create a default variable here. We have talked about local variable and the global variable. So we'll talk more about global, local, but then since to go ahead, we need these concepts. So that's it from this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section and do subscribe for further videos. Bye-bye.